If you're on the call, you're probably a member of Financial Leadership Group. And this is an overview for those agents of Financial Leadership Group that are going to be partnering with Worth Unlimited. So I'm really just going to give you a quick little overview of the company, some credibility points, and why our program gets such great results for our clients, and hopefully in the future, your clients. Now, what is Worth Unlimited? Well, Worth Unlimited is a company that has developed a program that acts like a financial GPS system. We call it the Worth account. It actually aids our clients in paying off debt the fastest possible way, paying the least amount in interest. It also functions as a wealth building tool for those that wish to use it that way as well. Now, the product is an amazing financial tool. It's so easy to use for the client. It helps them to make better financial decisions. Basically, they plug in how much money they have going out to their debt, how much money they have coming in. The program learns their basic spending habits over time. It directs them to send their money to their debts in a way that will get them debt-free the fastest way, again, paying the least amount of interest. Now, who is our market? Well, that's the great part, because 85% of the people in this country have debt. And then there's even another chunk of people that are interested in the wealth building aspect. So our market is huge. Our method of distribution is also very easy, because you never have to actually sell this product. All you have to do is introduce it to your clients, see if they're interested in learning more about it, and if they are, offer them a free savings analysis that can be done over the computer and on the phone, and then help them get set up for an appointment for that analysis. The company then takes over, they do the presentation, the follow-up, and the sale, and then you get paid. Okay? This can be a very lucrative income stream, part-time or full-time. And many professionals, realtors, mortgage brokers, financial planners, insurance agents, many industries use this as an additional income stream for their core business. Now, how did Worth Unlimited get started? Well, initially, our company was called United First Financial, and that got started in 2004. Skylar Whitman and John Washenko are the two primary owners of the company, although they also have some other partners as well. Skylar and John actually founded a mortgage company in Utah in 1997 that quickly grew to be one of the top mortgage companies in the state. They actually had a vision with this mortgage company of helping young couples to buy their first home, get started, get that mortgage paid off quickly, and use that home as the basis for their financial independence. Okay, they offered free webinars, seminars in order to help their clients do that. However, they realized a significant problem, which was sort of that, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Even though they were giving their clients all these great strategies for paying off their debt quickly, they really weren't giving them a good tool to really help them stay on track with that financial plan. And they found that a lot of their clients were coming back to them over and over again looking to refinance their mortgage in order just to pay off consumer debt that they had run up on their credit cards. And that was a significant problem that they recognized, is this problem with discipline. Okay, and they developed this program called the Money Merge account. Now, that was primarily set up as a mortgage reduction tool. It was based on a current account mortgage, which is a type of mortgage in Australia. You can learn more about that on my blog. I'm not going to get into a lot of details on that, but they spent millions of dollars developing this software that was primarily mortgage reduction at that time. You could pay off other debt as well using a strategy that they would show to people. They knew that the product was going to work. They knew that. Okay. What they didn't know is if they were successful in building in the proper behavior modification tools, the motivational tools. So they sold it to 400 homeowners, let them use it for over a year and a half, and then went back to them over the phone and with some customer service evaluations to see how they were doing. The first thing they did is they pulled a report from the back office, and they could see that over 95%, actually 97% of them at that time, were logging in regularly to use the program. For well over a year, almost 2 years, they had stuck to this program and continue to use it. So then they actually ask the clients, how well are you doing? What are you doing in comparison to what you thought you would do based on your savings analysis when you first got on the program? And they actually found that over half of their clients were getting better results. And to this day, our average client gets 20% better results than what they thought they were going to get based on their savings analysis projection. We currently have well over 70,000 clients using the Worth account to become debt-free. We know we're moving in the right direction because of the awards that we have won. The Entrepreneur of the Year Award in Financial Services in 2008. We've been featured on many different financial publications. My favorite is Personal Real Estate Investor magazine. If any of you are also real estate investors, you'll love our program. Real estate investors, especially those that engage in rental properties or buy and hold properties, they love our program because not only can it help them get their properties mortgage-free and producing more residual income quickly, but also it's a great tool for analyzing properties to decide which new properties to add to a portfolio. We also have an A+ rating in the Better Business Bureau, both our parent company, United First Financial, which is still part of us, and Worth Unlimited, which is the new marketing arm for our program, which is now called the Worth Account. And I'm sure you can agree that an A+ rating in the Better Business Bureau when you have over 70,000 clients is quite an achievement. Okay, it really shows that our company has a lot of integrity and does what it says it's going to do. Okay, now there's 3 strategies of how this program works. One is that it simply works as an accelerated mortgage and a debt payoff tool. Again, it works like a financial GPS, getting the client to the quickest way to zero debt and paying the least amount of interest. And that's a very significant point, because if you look at long-term debt payoff, okay, you're looking at a 30-year mortgage, you're looking at car loans, credit card debt, and you're looking at a 30-year payoff for all of those things. Well, somebody could come up with their own debt payoff program themselves, and that's always been possible. People can use a do-it-yourself plan, and they can get out of debt all by themselves without paying for a tool like this. However, getting out of debt the slow way versus getting out of debt the fastest possible way can mean that they spend tens of thousands of dollars more in interest doing it their slower way. Okay, so in reality, is this program necessary for getting out of debt? Well, not for everybody. Some people are highly disciplined on their own. Okay, of course, we don't run into the super highly disciplined people very often, because most highly disciplined people don't really have a lot of debt at all. They may only have a mortgage. Okay, so for the majority of people, a tool is somewhat necessary to do it. But the beautiful thing about our tool is that the extra results that our tool gets a client in terms of extra interest savings more than pays for the cost of the tool. So why wouldn't you use this tool to make sure you get the best results? The other aspect of how our program works is it works as a wealth building tool. Now, our clients have always been able to build wealth using this program. They can actually set minimum levels for savings, which could not necessarily even be savings, be it an investment product or a retirement account, and they can actually be building up a residual income in that, or a residual amount in that, before they pay off debt. But we actually are now integrating into the algorithms of the software the ability for somebody to plug in a retirement type vehicle, maybe something like an index universal life policy, and then have this program be helping the client build wealth from day one. At the same time, they're paying off debt. They still will be paying off their debt a lot faster. It'll take a little longer than without the wealth building aspect plugged into it, but on average, only about 2.5 years longer on the debt payoff side. Okay, and then the other strategy of how this program works is through the education, the coaching, and the education that come with this program. Because when a client buys this system, they're not only buying a tool that they can use for the rest of their life to manage their money, it also comes, by the way, with free upgrades, but they're also getting unlimited coaching and support. So if you have clients out there that don't really feel like they're very computer savvy, you can just tell them not to worry, because if they can put a number in a box, they can make this program work, especially with our coaching, which will show them one-on-one how to get this done. All they have to do is call in to the client support line, and they will get a coach that will walk them through exactly what they need to know, and we'll do it as often as needed until they actually are very comfortable using the program. Okay, now there's two reasons why this program works. One is all the geeky math stuff. There's some great videos I'm going to direct you to that are going to show you how the math concepts work. We're not going to get into that now, but that's just half of this program, is all the geeky math stuff. Okay, the other half is the psychology of why this program works. Okay, again, most people are not very disciplined with their money. In fact, over the years that I have been doing this, and I've been doing this since 2006 myself, okay, I've talked to many, many people, and I'll ask people, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you consider yourself as far as being a good manager of your money? And I've never had anybody tell me they were a 10. I've had some people say an 8. Okay, but most people tell me, oh, I'm probably a 6 or a 7, you know. Well, the beauty of our program is that no matter where somebody is on their money management skills, our program makes them better. If they're a bad money manager, we make them a good money manager. If they're already a good money manager, we'll make them great. And if they're already great, we're going to make them even better. We're going to give them that little turbocharged extra edge. Okay, and I'm going to show you the way we do that in the next couple slides. But these kind of savings are very typical for our clients. This is a $200,000 mortgage. You'll notice that using our program, they can achieve the results in 1 year that normally it would take them over 5 years to achieve. They're going to end up paying off this mortgage in a little over 10 years instead of the 30 years that it normally would take. And in this particular example, their interest savings is $161,000. That's pretty typical of the interest savings that our clients achieve. Our average client gets over $100,000 in interest savings using this program to get debt-free. The average time our clients take to get debt-free is about 7 to 12 years. Again, that includes a 30-year mortgage and other debt. And our program is very sticky. After the first year, we know that over 95% of our clients are still actively engaged in using this program. They don't just drop it, okay? They get excited and they get very motivated to stick to their financial plan. And we also know that over half of our clients get better savings results than what we projected for them with their free savings analysis, okay? In fact, the average client gets 20% better results. The savings analysis that they get, again, it's completely free. All your job is to get them set up on that appointment so they can have that savings analysis. And this is just the first page of what a savings analysis report will look like. Okay. Now, client testimonials. Okay. When I am talking to a prospective client, I show them a couple of things. First thing I show them is where to watch the videos so they can learn how the program works. The second thing I show them is where to find these client testimonials so they can see what other people say about this program. Because, you know, you've got two kinds of people. You've got your bottom line kind of people, and you've got your very detail-oriented people. The detail-oriented people are going to want to pore over those videos. They'll probably watch them more than one time. Okay, they're going to want to poke into every corner, look under every rug. The bottom line kind of people, they don't really care that much about how the program does what it does. They will actually be very happy to just look at the client testimonials, see how many excited and happy clients that we have, and from that alone, have a leap of faith in order to get the program. Okay, but I like to show people where the video testimonials are. Those are real clients, as well as where they can find text testimonials as well. And we have over 1,000 of those on our main company website at worthunlimited.com. One of our most well-known clients is Mark Victor Hansen, who wrote 1 Minute Millionaire and Chicken Soup for the Soul. He revealed that he was saving more than $600,000 on his mortgage using our program to help him manage his money. Another one of our well-known clients is Brian Tokor, who is the publisher of Broker Banker magazine, and he actually said that he had never personally or professionally endorsed any product or service in his magazine, but that he did our program because he felt it was the real deal. Now, this is what a screenshot of our program looks like, okay? And remember I mentioned to you that half of the value of this program is in the psychology, is in the way that it actually motivates people. It gives people light at the end of the tunnel. They can see exactly where they're going. And when you can see it, you can affect it, okay? So this actually shows the client that they can be paid off in 9.2 years, okay? The amount of interest that they have remaining to pay is $169,000, okay? But they've actually already saved over $22,000 in interest as they've been using the program. Now, their potential interest savings is $169,000. These numbers change every time the program gets updated, Okay, so the program is constantly adjusting and telling the client how to actually move their money to achieve these results. And then it's showing them these are the results you're going to get based on what you already are doing, okay, without any significant changes at all to anything. Okay, and this motivates people. It also gives them a tool that they can kind of play around with. For instance, this true cost feature right here, this is a tool that helps people make better financial decisions, because when you click that little box right there next to true cost, okay, what it does is it reveals what the actual cost is in terms of your debt load of everything you're spending your money on. Okay, so you can see that, you know, your purchase of a new car might not be costing you $11,000. In terms of your debt load, it might actually be costing you $15,000. Okay, in terms of the interest, the slowing down of your debt payoff, etc. So it allows you to make better financial choices. It's also the feature that a lot of our real estate investors use when they're analyzing potential rental properties and trying to decide which one is going to get them the best bottom line mathematically. Okay, now up here at the top again, these little dashlets I call our behavior modification tools. They're like a carrot dangling on the end of a stick. And what happens is people get like kind of addicted to looking at those numbers. They get excited about seeing this potential interest savings. And let me ask you, if you saw that you were potentially going to save $170,000, aren't you mentally already putting that money in your pocket? Of course you are. And you're already thinking about how you can invest that $170,000. And that's what happens with our clients. So if they get off track with their spending, let's say that they revert to some bad habits of maybe impulse spending, you know, spending money we don't have on things we don't need, you know, usually to impress people we don't even know. Okay, if they get off track with their spending and they see that 170,000 in interest savings drops down to 160,000, what do they think to themselves? They think to themselves, oh my gosh, I just lost $10,000, right? Wow. Don't you think that motivates them to get back on track? You betcha. Because if you've been in sales any length of time and have gone to like sales seminars and things like that, you've probably learned this old adage, which is a fear of loss is greater than the anticipation of gain. Okay. And so we actually kind of show this to people and we show them how much they're truly losing by not getting debt free as quickly as they possibly can. Now we've got some little case studies that we can actually show you. This is just one of them. This is a client that we have, and this is really an example, an illustration of why often our clients get much better results than what they initially thought they were going to get. Because when we do their savings analysis, we're doing their savings analysis based on how they're currently spending their money today. So when we show them they're going to pay off in 12 and a half years, that's without them changing their budget. That's without them changing their lifestyle in any way whatsoever. Okay, and they were very excited to see that they could knock that 28 years that they had left on their mortgage down to 12 and a half. Okay, but once they got on the program, about 9 months in, they realized that 12 and a half years had dropped to a little under 12 years. And they're like, wow, we're like a half a year ahead of schedule and we weren't even trying. How did that happen? Okay, well, probably just because psychologically they really got a little bit better about not wasting so much money on stupid stuff. Okay, but that got them excited, so they started playing around with their budget and they realized that they were paying $80 a month for cable TV and they rarely watched it. Okay, and they thought, well, you know, we don't really need to be watching TV for an hour a day and spending $80 a month on it. So they canceled their cable TV, and and before they even canceled it, they actually could see the effect of what would happen to their financial payoff if they eliminated that bill. And they realized it was going to knock another 6 months off their debt payoff. So they went ahead and canceled it. Then they got more excited, played around with some more things. Well, ultimately, they even refinanced their mortgage. And even paying $1,500 in closing costs, they realized ahead of time that was going to knock almost another 2 years off their debt payoff. So long story short, when they started on the program, they had 12 and a half years left to pay off. Okay, before the end of the second year of the program was through, they had knocked that 12-year payoff down to about 9 years. Okay, now they had a little setback, as many of us did, when the economy crashed. I talked to them after the economy crashed, and the husband had lost his job for quite a long period of time before he got re-employed and got income coming back in. But the reason it was such a long period of time is because the program showed him that they actually were going to have over a year before they would run out of money, even without his income. And that gave him the confidence to go back and continue on with some education and change careers in midlife. And so now he's in a career where he actually makes more money than he used to make. And he's very, very happy with this career change. And that's another thing that this program does for people, is it gives them the confidence and the freedom that comes with truly being good money managers. Okay. Now, our program, again, is a program for life. The client gets free upgrades with that program. It now has the ability to integrate with a investment vehicle like an Index Universal Life policy. You'll learn more about how that works as well. We have live transaction updates. This program is integrated through a third-party source with over 13,000 banking institutions if the client chooses to do that. Okay, now not all clients do. Some clients like to do manual updating, but if they want to update automatically, they have that option. We have the true cost feature, and what the true cost feature does is it helps people make better financial decisions, which ultimately frees up more discretionary income out of their budget that can go either toward debt payoff or wealth building. It's a very simple tool to update. It provides a tracking tool. It prints out reports now. It actually is a handy little tool. It makes your tax time easier for you. It improves your credit score, and this is a big bonus to a lot of people now, especially after this last crash of our economy. A lot of people had really bad dings to their credit ratings and are trying to get their credit rating back up. I have actually found that this program, with the clients I've talked to, they've told me that they have improved their credit score by 80 to 100 points, usually within about 8 months to a year of when they get on the program. Okay, now, how to make money with Worth Unlimited is a very simple matter. Again, you don't have to sell the program. All you have to do is get your client interested. Ask them, would you like a free savings analysis to see how quickly you could be out of debt? Okay, get them set up on that appointment. We have a toll-free savings analysis hotline. The home office does the presentation, the follow-up, the close, and you get paid. Now, why you can have incredible success with this program. One, it takes very little time out of your day-to-day business life. But two, the referral commissions are really generous. For just one referral sale, you're going to make about $500. Okay, 4 sales in a month is about $2,000. So you could easily add an extra $24,000 a year to your bottom line. Now, if you become a VIP leader, then your numbers get bigger. Okay, 4 sales a month would be about $2,800. Now, if you build 5 associates in your team that are also doing even just 2 a month, that's an extra $2,500 a month for you, which means that you can easily earn over $5,000 extra per month by just talking to your clients a little bit about this product at the same time you're talking to them about other things. Now, what is your next step to learn more? Okay, your next step to learn more is to watch some of the videos that actually show you how this program does what it does mathematically. Okay, those videos can be found in 2 different places. One place is at worthaccount.com/999297. That is the website for FLG and how we tran. Okay, the other place you can find those videos is also on my site, which the short version is worthclient.com. Either one of those, you can actually see those videos. Now, there's a second video that you can see that goes into more detail. It's actually a training video for Worth Unlimited's agents, people that are direct agents to Worth Unlimited. And that's at tinyurl.com/worthaccount. Now, that is a download, so it takes a couple of minutes before it pops up, so be patient. Once you click on it, it actually is going to be buffering that into your computer, and so it's not an instantaneous pop-up. Okay, the other way you can learn a little bit more is to call me and get yourself set up for a free savings analysis. Okay, now if you have any kind of a mortgage or debt, this will actually kill two birds with one stone for you. It'll show you the process your clients will go through when you refer them, but also it'll show you what you personally could be doing if you were using this program as well. And I recommend you take a look at that, because our average client is saving over $900 each month of program use. Okay? And if this program could save you that amount of money, it's certainly something you don't want to procrastinate on looking at. Okay, and then step 2, be on our next training webinar. Our next one's going to be analysis software and how to use it, because the beauty of coming on board directly with Worth Unlimited as a referral agent, and you can do that right through FLG if you choose later on, is that you will actually be able to run your own analysis. And also, for those of you that are interested, you'll be able to do that for clients as well. Okay, and then step 3, review even more material at worthgps.com and worthunlimited.com. Okay, I want to thank you for being on this call. I'm going to wrap up now. Again, I just wanted to give you kind of a little overview again of our credibility points, the awards that we have won, the fact that we have an A+ rating in the Better Business Bureau. That shows you can trust this product, that you'll never be embarrassed inviting a client to look at this program. I also wanted to kind of give you a heads up on how this program works on a psychological basis to motivate people to stick to their financial plans. Because in the financial planning world, that's a really big deal, okay? You have a lot of client attrition in the financial planning world, of clients that get all enthusiastic and then they kind of lose steam after a couple of years and they fall off their financial plan. You're going to improve your residual income from your financial planning business greatly if you make sure that as many of your clients as possible are using this program as well, okay? And then if you have any questions, you want to get some more information from me, or you just want to chat about anything, feel free to call me at any time. My phone number is 407-443-0348. Again, that's 407-443-0348. And I'm going to leave this screen up here so you can go ahead and write down my email address. And you might want to go ahead and write down that analysis hotline. If you're wanting to go ahead and get that analysis done really quickly, you're welcome to even call that number by yourself and tell them that you would like an appointment. Just make sure that you use Howie Tran as the contact for that appointment. Just tell them that you had talked to Howie and you're getting that analysis done through him. But thank you again for being on this call, and I hope to hear from you soon.